Hey guys, so I'm super excited because I have a huge unboxing to share with y'all. Something that I have always wanted. And I have to say we have already cracked open the book, started reading some of them, done a lesson or two. Like, it's just, we were that excited. The second it arrived at our doorstep, we got started. So if you are new here, hello, my name is Madison. I have 4 kids, ages 15, 7, 4, and 2. And we have just gotten started with the Beautiful Feet Around the World in Picture Books curriculum. So let's just get into it because I cannot wait a second longer to share this with you guys. Seriously, I'm not kidding. This isn't like sponsored or anything like that. I just truly have fallen in love with Beautiful Feet and this curriculum. A lot of you guys told me this when I posted like a brainstorming video considering group subjects and like kind of my issues with it with my little kids. One of the curriculums that I mentioned was the Beautiful Feet Picture Books Around the World. And a lot of you said that you loved it, like loved it. So, and that it seemed like it would work well with my age kids and everything. And you guys were right. We are already obsessed with this curriculum and we just got started. I know it's like March, the beginning of March. It's like not even the middle of the school year, nearing the end of the school year. You may be wondering why we're starting a curriculum like in the middle of the school year. Well, I've kind of decided that I am not going to follow the arbitrary like grades. Like my kids are going to be in a certain grade just so that like makes sense in the world and it will make sense when they graduate. So they will stay in their grades that go along with their ages. But the curriculum we use, we may start it in March and stop, take a break for the summer and continue back up in the fall, which is what we're going to do with this one. The same thing with my kindergartner. He's not a kindergartner yet. He will be in the fall and he'll be a young kindergartner too. So, but he's ready for some of his kindergarten curriculum. And so why not start now? Why hold him back? You know what I mean? That's the beauty of homeschooling. So I was thinking about this for the fall semester and then I was like, nope, we got to start this now. This is beautiful. Okay. Absolutely beautiful. So I am going to unbox this for you guys, show you everything that you will get. This is the Around the World Picture Books Part 1 by Beautiful Feet. And they do have a Part 2. So I only have the Part 1. So I will show you the manual and I will show you the books. And then I will show you a couple of things we bought to like go along with the program. Although it mostly has everything you need, just books and the manual. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to show you everything and then I'm also going to just kind of like gush about it and just tell you how I'm feeling about it since we have done a couple lessons already and just say how much I love it because I seriously I love other literature-based curriculum. I'm afraid to just like compare them because unless it's like a comparison video, I feel like I shouldn't be constantly mentioning certain curriculum, but there are other literature-based curriculum that I have tried and love. But this one, it might just be their Around the World in Picture Books. I don't know if there are other ones. Like I think they have Early American History for the younger grades and stuff. I don't know if we'll like that, but I know that we are loving this. Something about, I think I love how like succinct and small this book is. And I love how high quality it is. It's really like smooth and thick and it's just already put together for me. I'm not a super like crafty person that likes to print things and bind things and all that. I'll do it for the right curriculum if I have to, but I just love when it comes all together like this. And the lessons are just, you know, lesson 1, lesson 2, and they're very simple, but you can take them as far as you want. So I will go ahead and just show you everything first and then I'll talk a little bit more about it because I'm sure you guys are just like, come on, show me what's in there. So here's the workbook. As you can see, it's like full color, like thick pages. Amazing. Like seriously beautiful. I cannot wait to try some of the recipes, the different cuisines. And then I also, I think we're just going to order Chinese food like this weekend because we're in China right now. That's the first one that you do is China, which we are loving China. It's so interesting and fun. And you can take this as long or as, you know, go in depth as you want. So we are definitely going to be doing some of the rabbit trails, I think they call it, or the library connection. So they have this library connection. So I'll show you guys the books that it comes with, which I remember some people saying, like a criticism of this curriculum was that there weren't as many books as they would have liked, like they would have liked to go more in depth. But I actually think it's a really nice amount of books personally. And then if you desire to go more in depth, then you can purchase them or go to the library. I actually went on my Libby app. This is like a big tip, okay? That I'm sure you all know, but anyway, I went on my Libby app, and so like for China, that's what we've started with. Now we're going to go to the library, which that's another thing I actually like about this curriculum is that it encourages you to go to the library like once a week or whenever you're going to like a different country. It encourages you to go to the library and see what books they have that you can check out. So I like that it's getting us to the library, if that makes sense, because for me, it's just not like I grew up going to like Barnes and Noble. The library was not somewhere I went there a couple times. I read tons of books, but we just always went to Barnes and Noble. But the library is a great like free resource and it has toys and stuff. Like I love taking my kids to the library. It's a really great like, and we go to different libraries, like we try out different libraries in our area. It's a great like free resource for families. So anyway, I like that it's bringing us to the library, but also, so what I did before even stepping foot in the library, as I was preparing, just sitting at my desk, starting to prepare for this curriculum, is I looked up these books on thriftbooks.com because you can get books for like $4 in good condition and you can get them for even cheaper if you don't mind them in like even worse condition than that. I usually pick good because it's usually around $4. And I found a few of these. So I ordered, I don't have them in yet, unfortunately, but I ordered The Empty Pot because look how beautiful this book looks. Okay, there we go. So, sorry my nails are always gross. It's just, I don't get manicures. Anyway, so I ordered The Empty Pot. Look how pretty that book is. And then this is the same author. I ordered The Shady Tree. And I almost ordered this panda one because I thought that the kids would just think that looks cute. And it's by the same author as these, but I don't think I did because, so instead of ordering this book, I also went on the Libby app and looked up like what books they have on there that are like audiobooks or Kindle books, whatever you call them, you know, like just electronic books that you read. And so they had this one, The Pandas and Their Chopsticks. My library had that one. So I went ahead and borrowed that because it gives you like 14 days or something like that. So I borrowed that one. And then what was so cool is they had this book, Lone Popo. I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry. And Tiki Tiki Timbo. They have both of these on audio. And I listened to the sample and it was like, you know, it has like the accent and it sounds like a person like that would be in this story is reading the book, if that makes sense, you know, as opposed to me reading these books. It's a very like American person, you know, so it makes it feel like more authentic. So I love that. I'm really excited. I like to incorporate, my kids are screaming over there. I like to incorporate audiobooks when I can because it's nice because I don't have to read to them and I think it's a good habit for them to get into of listening to audiobooks, reading books on a Kindle, reading physical books. Like there's just so many ways to read these days and I think that's awesome. Like we have so much opportunity these days. So, oh, the other thing is, so these two on audio, this one on like Kindle and then it starts through the Libby app, so it's free. And then one of them I looked up, it might have been this one, because I think I couldn't find it or it was really expensive. I think that's what it was. The Magic Horse of Hong Kong. I think it's like out of print. Yeah, it's out of print, they said. And so it was pretty expensive. I did find it on thrift books, but it was pretty expensive. It wasn't like $4. That's for sure. So I actually found a YouTube video and it was kind of sweet. It's like a kid reading it. And so that's kind of fun too. So YouTube video, audiobooks, Kindle, and then I think the rest of these I ordered, or no, a couple of them I ordered on thrift books, and then for the other two, we're going to take our chances and just go into our public library and see if we can find them. And if we can't, I'm not going to be heartbroken because I've found most of these. That's my only issue with like going to the library is I feel like it's such a risk. Like, are we going to find these books? Are we going to come home like empty-handed and frustrated? But since I've already found most of these in different ways, I feel like when we go to the library, even if we just find another like different book on China, maybe ask one of the librarians, use them as a resource as well to recommend children's books about China, then you know, that will be fine too, and we won't be disappointed. And we got out, we went to the library, we had like a little outing doing that. So I am very excited about the library connection. I actually like that part, that aspect of this curriculum. And if I do buy some more books, like I own all of these, if I do buy some more, I can find them pretty cheap on thrift books. And so it's, you know, it's like if you don't have the budget to do that, I felt like this curriculum was pretty affordable. And so if they added more books, it would be less affordable. If that makes sense. Okay. So let's get into the books and then I'll talk some more because I'm sure you guys want to see the books. So this is like my favorite book so far. This is so cool. So it's huge. Like, as you can see, it goes from like here to here on my body. It's a very, very big book of maps. Kids love maps, you guys. Like, they just love maps. Like, they love globes, they love maps. They find them very interesting. This is very good quality hardcover book. And then it has like this paper that feels kind of like old-timey or something. And, oh, there's the world map. But we already started this, and so it showed us Asia. So let me see, 40, where was it? Okay, Asia. So first you look at Asia, the whole continent of Asia, and then it has you go to the page on China. And as you can see, there's all kinds of like landmarks and different things. So we just kind of looked at this for fun to see what we could see. They love the dragons. Obviously, that's the fun part of China. We have started our notebook, which the notebooking in this curriculum, yes, I love it. So simple, so easy, like just enough like for my artistic child. I have one of those, like, oh, love it. So I'll talk about that in a minute and I'll show you what we've done so far. But this is really fun. And so they tell you to like look for certain landmarks and stuff. And so the kids kind of did that like a Where's Waldo, trying to find the different landmarks. And then they said, like, you know, dive into this, like go look up videos on it or whatever. So we actually picked their favorite that they were most interested in was the Great Wall of China. So we watched a few videos on YouTube about the Great Wall of China. So that was really fun. But yeah, I love this book. This is just a book we will always utilize. Like, this is amazing. And it's so good. Oh, and they even have them memorize the continents with like a song, which I had never heard someone mention about this curriculum, is that they have like a song that they learn to memorize the continents, which I think is awesome because this is geography, this is history, like this is just art. This is so much in one curriculum. Okay, so that's first book. Then we have Ruby's Wish. So Jack already had me read this to him, and it's super cute. So something I loved about it was this part here. It's showing like the different seasons. I love when they do that. I think that because kids are still kind of learning the concept of seasons and everything. And so I love when books like show the different seasons. So anyway, this is a cute, really pretty book, which we weren't even at the spot to read this yet, but Jack just had to read it. So while he was working on his notebooking, I read him this book, and it was very beautiful. Loved it. Okay. And then there's Anno's China. So this book has no words. But it has no words throughout the book. It's pictures, but we haven't read this yet. But it talks about the different scenes at the end. And it has Anno's Journey, China. And I think it's something about like these pictures are China from 900 years ago. What China would have looked like, which I think is really cool and interesting. And there is like, the curriculum tells you to read the description in the back and everything. So there are words to this book. They're just it's kind of set up differently. It's at the end. And then you just spend some time looking at the really cool pictures of China from 900 years ago, which I think is so cool. And just another way to utilize the book. Okay, this book, Jack insisted on I read like the second the box came in. So we read Crow Boy, and I thought this was really cute. I liked this story a lot. It had a nice like lesson in it, which I liked. So that was a really cute one. The story of Little Babahi. So this looks really cute. They love like tigers and stuff, you know, so I think this looks super cute. I like look at that. How cute is that? My daughter who loves animals, she will really love this. Oh, that's funny. He's like wearing a little outfit. So I think we read some of this, but we haven't quite finished it. Of course, we're not even at this in our curriculum. They just wanted to read it. Okay, and then The Lotus Seed. I have heard of this book. I know it's a really good one, but I've never read it, so I'm excited. Just beautiful picture books. Beautiful. Picture books are something that is so, like, I feel like people really try to just zoom past picture books and move on to chapter books with their kids, but picture books are beautiful and they can have so much words and information in them. So, I don't know. I love picture books, even as an adult. Okay, The Day of Ahmed's Secret. So, there's that book. And then, oh, this is the notebook that it came with. I wish I would have like ordered a second one. Maybe someday I will. I don't know. But I actually had already gotten notebooks for them, and I'll show you what I got. And I really like what we got. But I think this is a very nice notebook. It's like that smooth, like satisfying feeling. It's bound like this, which I think is important. I don't want a spiral bound notebook with kids. And it has like nice lines on the paper. Put their name on the front. It's really pretty. Nice, like has a spot for the date. Nice thick pages. So I like this a lot, but I don't think we'll be using this right now. Maybe my daughter will use this at some point when we use this curriculum for her. She's, you know, she'll be listening to these books, but she's only 2, so I'll do this again with her. The Tale of the Mandarin Ducks. I love all the beautiful illustrations. Just love it. Once a Mouse. What's a mouse? What's a mouse? A hermit knows the magic to change a small mouse into a cat, a dog, and a majestic tiger. Interesting. Very interesting. All of these picture books are so pretty. Ming Lo Moves the Mountain. That also is beautiful. Excited to read that. The Emperor's Egg. Kids love penguins, so this will be a fun one. And maybe we'll watch, what is that movie that when I was a kid came out? It was like about a penguin. I think he was looking for like a little ball or diamond or something. I can't remember the name, but maybe we'll watch that movie because this makes me think of that movie. Has nothing to do with that country or history, but you know, the story about Ping. So cute, guys. Like, get this curriculum, run. If you are someone who loves picture books, you have kids, like my 2 main kids that are using this are 6 and 4. They're great, 7 and 4, sorry. They're a great age for it. This is Mirror. This is really cool. So it's a hardcover book. So it's a very nice, like, sturdy book. And then you open it and it opens this way, which I think is interesting. And I don't think there are words on it, but it shows you like, oh, there's a little bit of words here. And it has it like in the other language. So I'm going to be learning alongside my kids, guys, let's be honest. But look at that. That's really cool. And then it has it, ooh, that's pretty, on this side as well. So that's a really cool book. Very unique.
Mama, when you wake me on my shirt, I need a new shirt.
Okay, Hush. All right, a few more. Wangari Maathai. Probably saying that wrong. How pretty. I love that cover. That is beautiful. What a beautiful book. I absolutely love that. I love that my kids are going to be learning about different cultures, different people around the world. Like, I just love that. Okay, this is another hardcover. Emmanuel's Dream, the true story of Emmanuel Afosu Yaboa. This looks really cool. So, a powerful and winning picture book, a triumph is the review. So, it's a hardcover. I think he has one leg. Yeah, so he's missing like a part of one of his legs, and he's like learns how to ride a bike, I guess. And I mean, we haven't read this yet, but maybe he was born that way. Yeah, but it looks like such an inspiring story. Be respectful, take care of your family, don't ever beg, don't give up. Oh wow, that looks sad. The mother dies, apparently. That's sad. But there he is on the bike. He's not giving up. All right, the last book that it comes with is Grandfather's Journey. Beautiful pictures as well. Okay, so that's everything that it comes with. I also purchased these notebooks, so I will try to link these things below. I got these two from Walgreens, and my husband got us this from either Sam's or Costco. I think it might have been Sam's. But these are definitely on Amazon. These are the best. Like, I've seen people talk about these colored pencils on YouTube and the homeschool world. They seriously are the best. So I will link them for you on Amazon, or you can try to find them in your Costco or Sam's. But they are seriously the best colored pencils. The curriculum, I think, actually recommends this brand, Prismacolor, but the watercolor colored pencils. So we might have to get those, but we recently got these. So I was like, we might as well just use these for now. And then these notebooks, so this yellow is Jack, purple is Henry. And so I figure we'll make like a title page. So we haven't made a title page yet. We just skipped the title page. And so this is my Jack. So he is my like artist. He's 4. He's been an artist since he was like 2, since he could barely scribble on a page. And so I knew he would love notebooking, but I am not a super artsy person. So it's hard for me to kind of get started with notebooking, if that makes sense. Just, I don't know. And I kind of start to make it so complicated in my head. But where is okay. But they make it so simple because they put in the back of the book these really cool pictures. So they're very detailed because they're supposed to like spend some time coloring them and making them look like realistic. So I have just made copies so that obviously we're not using the one in the book, so we can reuse this book as much as we want. Like I made a copy of this dragon because that's just what they wanted to do. That's not even what the curriculum said yet, but Jack was like ready to go. So he picked the dragon right away. We were learning about China, so that's good, the Chinese dragon. So he, at 4 years old, colored in the dragon, colored it red with the colored pencils. He cut it out himself, and I helped him use just like a glue stick and glued it on. There's a more professional way of gluing it on that they share with you in the book. So if you're more artsy, you might do that. We already had glue sticks, so we just used what we had and did our best. And then, I dotted his name and then he traced it. So it was good practice of him learning to write his name. And then we were looking at China on the globe, and he just started drawing a circle for the globe. And then he decided China is green on our globe. So he colored in China as green, colored around the water, and then obviously China is not just like an island, but you know, and then I just labeled it China. So he like initiated that, drawing the globe there, and then he just started talking, and so I was like, okay, I guess he wants me to write this down. And so I'll read to y'all what he said because it was really cute. He says, "I love dragons. I love them so much. Mama, thank you for showing me dragons, but they're kind of scary, but that's okay. If they attack you, they can eat you with their teeth and fire. I love dragons so much. I love dragons so much. I really want a dragon. I really want a dragon toy. The end." So just such a cute like little 4-year-old thing to say, and we wrote Chinese dragon on top. So super simple, but I felt like this was really good practice of like narration, like the beginning stages of writing and everything, and then tracing his name, coloring, cutting, gluing, all of that in this notebooking. So I love that. Now, my other child, he didn't have as much time because he was doing something else, but I will show you. He just, since he can write, so I wrote Chinese dragon for Jack, but my 7-year-old wrote Chinese dragon. I told him how to spell it, and I told him make sure you only capitalize the C and the D, and you do a little space in the middle to show that they're 2 words, and all of that are things we're still working on, and so it's a natural thing to do while we're notebooking. And then he wrote his name nice and big under here, and he decided to add, so Jack likes to kind of be artistic, my 4-year-old, and just kind of go off and do his own thing. Henry likes to make it look exactly like the picture. So they do, where is it? In the handy dandy notebook, they have this passport to China, and it shows these different pictures of China. So he saw this dragon. So see how it has some yellow? Jack saw it too. But since it had some yellow, he wanted his dragon to also have some yellow, so some more realistic. So anyway, and then we didn't get a chance to write like anything about it. But honestly, I think this was still a good practice of cutting, coloring, you know, him writing, which is good practice for him. So I need to put the date. I put the date on Jack's. So anyway, we've just begun with our notebooking journey. I have never done notebooking before, but I knew that that would be good for my 4-year-old Jack because he is so artistic, and it was just like, whoa, home run. Like, we started doing this, and he also loves books. My 4-year-old, he's very like kind of high strung, but he will sit and listen. Like if it's just me and him, it's better than when the other kids are there and they're fighting. But it really calms him down when I read to him. So that works out well when it's just me and him or his brother being good. Because he was just coloring as I was reading, and it was just very calming, and then he just ran with it with the notebooking. So I absolutely loved that, and I just feel like this curriculum has already been just like amazing for us, and we have just barely started. So I just wanted to share a little bit with you guys. I will have all of this linked down below in the description box for you, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Definitely let me know in the comments below if you like these like flip through first impression type videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye.